post-match reaction to Norwich City 2, Wrexham 3. I'm not sure we were expecting that, were we?
Well, by our predictions, no.
Well, no, we both went for a Wrexham win, but there was a lot of...
I had more faith than he did.
by one goal.
Yeah.
Look, I think it was... I think the score probably flattered them a little bit in the end, in the sense of, are you watching our live on your phone?
It's just so I can get the comments.
Yeah, because I thought we were really comfortable for...
I've just got one word for you.
Go on.
Kabore.
Oh, good, wasn't he? Fantastic. I thought he was great. I thought in the first half, a lot was going down that right-hand side. And I thought he was just trying to find his range, as a lot of new players do. Few crosses in. I noticed he played one into Moore in the first half, and it was a couple of feet in front of him. Moore looked a bit annoyed, but I suppose when you haven't played with players before, you don't know what sort of runs they're going to make and all that sort of stuff. So, he was getting in the right places, but maybe not playing exactly the right passes in the first half. Second half, I thought he was fantastic. And we just kept going to him again and again and again. And I don't think they really had, on their left, obviously our right, I don't really think they had any answers for it, to be honest. But you thought he was great, didn't you?
Loved him. Very glad that he is in our team. Don't know why I'm crossing my arms. Yeah, I thought he was brilliant. He looked so easy on the ball.
Yeah, he
comfortable on the ball, should I say? Not easy on the ball. He looked comfortable on the ball.
He did. Yeah.
He didn't look like a deer in headlights when other players were the Norwich players were coming towards him. He just passed the ball with ease, and I thought he was brilliant. I loved him.
I think big shout out for Ben Sheaf. I thought he was great. I think it was our first goal, long sweeping pass from him out to the right. I thought he was very good. I think he played about an hour, didn't he? A little bit longer than an hour. Got replaced by Matty James. More than happy with him. Great to have Windas back.
We've missed him.
I made a note. Obviously, the podcast's out on Monday. We'll talk about the game in a lot more depth on Monday. When he scored his second, Sean just turned to me and went, "We've missed him. We've missed him."
Yes.
And yeah,
he looks different though, Joshy. I think he looks different. When he first came out, because obviously he was captain today.
Yeah.
And obviously he was leading the team, and I was just like, for a second I looked and I went, eh? But then I realised, I feel like he's dyed his hair. He's got a bit more blonde in his hair.
I don't know. I think he had highlights, and I think they've grown out a little bit.
I don't know. He looks. He's like got his.
I'm not sure this is a hairdressing.
It's not, but I'm just. I'm a girl, so I'm going to notice these sort of things. But yeah, I'm really glad Josh Windas is back. We needed him. Clearly, he's come back after 4 games being out, and 2 goals. A brace for him. And he hasn't scored a brace since February 2021, I believe.
Really?
I'm sure that's what the commentator said.
Oh, I don't know about that. I heard him say he hasn't scored a brace since, and it was a game against Luton, but I couldn't.
I'm sure
he
said 2021.
We'll have a look at that, and we'll
talk about it on the podcast
on Monday. Yeah, 100%.
It roughly translated to, Ryan will fact check that.
Yeah.
And tell everybody that I'm wrong.
It's nice doing things like this because I can fact check Sian prior to our next. But whereas usually she just throws it at me, and it's like, oh, I don't know the answer to that. Look, we were great at 1-0 down.
So I've just read some comments. Ben Parker's just put, "I'm not a girl, and I thought Windas had some highlights in there too." Thanks, Ben.
Look, 1-0 down at half time. And it was I think everyone was chanting the Wrexham mantra. Oh, we don't look out of place. We look quite comfortable on the ball. Yeah, we're 1-0 down, but everything's okay. All the usual stuff was coming out. And, I thought, even to be 1-0 down at half time, was it offside? Was it not? I don't know. It was very tight. We don't have VAR in the Championship, so
Thank God.
let's get back. I'm more old school anyway. I'm not a fan of VAR. Look, I would always give I would always give it to the attacking team. I wouldn't go because I think you disallow too many goals. He was on the verge, onside, offside, but play on. Arthur hesitated, maybe just a slight
What did I
touch.
say in match preview?
Yeah,
He's
and
got
then
to have more
conviction
in his convictions.
And 1-0 down at half time. Came out second half, 3 goals in 13 minutes. Kabore 2 assists, Windas 2 goals. The first one, ball in from the right. Josh Windas all on his own. I'm thinking, don't hit it first time. You got loads of time, control it. But he didn't. He hit it first time. In second one, similar. Ball into the box from Kabore. Hit it first time from Longman, 2-1. And then a lovely sort of whipped shot, back post from Windas to make it 3-1. We don't like making it easy. We made it a bit tricky on ourselves. We let them get one back to make it 3-2. But I'm absolutely buzzing with them 3 points. I think it's absolutely fantastic. We are now in 15th place in the Championship.
We were 14th when it was 3-1.
Yeah, unfortunately, what that final goal did is it gave, obviously, Norwich an extra goal scored this season, and it gave us an extra goal conceded. It sort of changed the goal difference for both teams, and ultimately Norwich went back above us, so they're 14th, we're 15th. We're on 7 points. I'm more than happy with that, and if we end this season in 15th, so be it. I am absolutely. We said pre-game that all we need to see now is improvement, and boy did we see it today. We saw huge improvement, not just in scoring goals, because we've been threatening scoring goals in pretty much every game we've played this season. So it wasn't about that. It was about how we conducted ourselves and how we wear how we wear on the. I don't know. I'm just, how the game sort of
beer.
No, how the game unfolded. I think that for me, it was how we controlled the game, how we managed it, and sort of passing accuracy, all that sort of stuff. And I definitely saw improvements today.
Yeah.
Let's have some comments, Sian. Come on.
Okay, so we've got Chaz. He's put, oh man, my 3-1 was so close. And then he said they looked so much better today. And then he said again, I didn't see a notification that you were on. I will have to have a look at that. Karen said, great match, my friends. Anxiety watching Arthur Okonkwo. Yes, I agree with that. Ben Parker, wow, what a display from every single player today. I'm not getting to sleep for a while, but at least it's only 2 a.m. and not 4 a.m. like later in the season. Oh, just the normal 2 a.m.
Just the 2 a.m, yeah.
Tez, but we need to seriously talk about Arthur Okonkwo. He plays like he's in a panic constantly. I was way more comfortable with Burton, at least in League One.
Right, I think one thing we need to do here when it comes to Arthur Okonkwo is today what we need to do is enjoy the fact that we've picked up 3 points away from home again for the second time.
I can see what Tez is saying though.
Yeah, I'm not saying
that. Sorry, I don't know.
I'm not saying that, but I think what we need to do is breathe and just enjoy the fact that we've won today. Okay. Rather than maybe digging players out. I'm not saying I don't agree. I think that there perhaps is an issue there that needs to be addressed. But for today, I am just going to enjoy the win, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, Karen said, want to see more Thomason.
He looked all right when he came on. Yeah, I would go with that. I knew he was a good player. But yeah, I think it'd be interesting to see the midfield rotation moving forward. Mm-hmm. I am interested to see what happens there. But yeah, I agree.
I concur. Alex Emmett, Windas is pure class. And Chaz said, amen, Alex. Oh, Rick O'Brien's retracted a message. I wonder what that said. Ben Parker again. This lineup was much closer to what our proper starting 11 will be, but I think we've missed Windas the most. Absolutely, I totally agree with that.
Yep.
Frankie S. Windas's strike that hit the post was also close.
It was. Yeah.
That wasn't the last comment, by the way.
No, no, I wasn't just jumping in because I felt it was the last comment. Yeah, it was very close. An absolute shoo-in for Championship Team of the Week. I wouldn't be surprised if Kabore makes Championship Team of the Week as well. But yeah, I think I think, the way professional footballers are, I think he'll be a little bit gutted he didn't get a hat-trick today. But yeah, there we go.
Hey, I've read Ben Parker's about the highlights already. Rick O'Brien, the team is coming together and only going to get better. The core and talent is there to keep winning. Johnny Boy, very good overall performance.
Yeah.
Frankie S, Longman put in a massive shift. He did, and I think he always does, to be fair. But it was a bit shaky when he first came to Wrexham, but I think now he's definitely come into his own, and I think he is one of our stronger players.
I think there was a few comments that I saw that he was missing in the first half, but in fairness, I think once we realised how much speed Kabore had, and it was the best way to go, I think everything we did went down the right. So I did feel it was a little unfair to say that he went missing because I'm not sure we were playing that way.
Yeah. Chaz put their second goal was definitely offside. Therefore, my prediction holds. Whatever makes you feel better, Chaz.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Chaz. That's just not how it works. But if that will help you sleep tonight. Well done, Chaz, for getting your prediction
Alex
right.
is in agreement with Frankie, saying Longman put in a massive shift. Chris Wilms, thank you so much. He has, I don't know what it is. He's given us money. But I don't know what it is, whether it's
It's Super Chat when it's on.
Super Chat. There you go. Thank you.
Yes.
Hi, guys. Like the top, Sean. Thanks, Chris. The passing in the midfield was next level today. Sheaf looks like a gem.
This was a concept away shirt for this season that Sean's wearing. For some reason, they decided not to go with it. So,
I'm in. I am in. Karen put, why was the Blackburn Ipswich game abandoned? Probably because of the disgusting weather that we're having at the moment.
No, I'm not sure, because I saw that. I saw somebody had been sent off. But yeah, I did. It might.
They actually started the game.
Yeah. I'm not sure, to be honest. I usually when a game gets abandoned, it's usually because of a really bad injury, but I don't know the answer.
Oh, I'm gonna have a look though when we finish this. We've had another retracted message from TES.
What is it with you guys?
Probably
Come on.
put something after you said let's not talk about.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Maybe. He probably swore at you, or she swore at you. I'm not sure. Nicole,
you don't have to retract that. I can take it. Thick skin.
Nicole said, "Hi guys, good to see you. Kabore is impressive. Nice to see you too, Nicole. And you are correct. Kabore may just be. No, I'm not going to say it just yet. Karen Rain. I'm assuming she's asking. That's her answer to the Ipswich Blackburn question. Chaz, agree, Nicole. You're very agreeable today, Chaz.
I don't think I've ever seen Chaz comment so much.
If I asked you for £1 million,
he comments a lot, but not this much.
If I asked you for £1 million, would you agree to that? Comment. Johnny Boy, Parky now up for Gaffer of the Year. Yeah, let's see how many Parky outs we'll get today. Matthew, I hope we all calm down now. Yeah. Frankie, any thoughts of Wrexham fans wearing the yellow Wrexham kit in the away end? Faux pas or nothing wrong with it? Nothing wrong with it. I get what you're saying because obviously Norwich playing yellow, but I don't see what an issue.
It would be the last thing I would wear to that game today. I've got to be honest. It would. I would absolutely not be wearing the yellow Wrexham shirt if I was going today. Having said that, if you want to go and support your club and it's the only shirt you've got,
then that's fine.
Then maybe, but I absolutely I would have not have worn that. Blackburn Ipswich was postponed, was abandoned due to a waterlogged pitch.
So I was correct.
In the 80th minute. How gutted would you be if you're 1-0 up and they're
Get
down
a better
to 10?
Pitch. Where were they? Ipswich or Blackburn?
Blackburn.
Get a better pitch. don't be calling off our game when we come to you, because I will not be
on New Year's Day.
Oh yeah, that'd be annoying. Oh, you won't be able to drink much on New Year's Eve if we're going to that game.
You'll just have to drive.
Whatever. Linda, at the half, I switched rooms, changed shirts, and put on my Wrexham baseball hat, and things turned around. So I'm sticking with that next week. That is a really good superstition to have.
It is. Do you know what? It was that Linda. Did Linda say that?
Linda said that.
Linda,
yeah.
I've got to be honest. I'm not one.
Ryan stripped naked during half time.
I am not one for superstitions or anything
That's
like
a lie. That is a big fat lie, because we don't sit down until the first whistle goes when the game starts and when half time starts.
Okay, maybe I've got the odd one or two, but I do wear the same pants to the games. I wash them, obviously, in between games.
I was going to say that's rank.
Yeah.
Wrexham Roundup, a.k.a. Chris Rouse. Ryan, Sean, I need your opinion. What do you do with Broadhead?
Do you know
Actually, it was WTF do you do with Broadhead?
I got to be honest, Chris. It's so difficult to answer that.
I was shocked he wasn't in the starting 11, to be honest. I put him in.
Because I tell you why it's such a difficult problem to solve is because Broadhead is so good as a winger, a left winger. You are never converting him to a wing back. We don't play with out and out wingers. So wherever we play him, we're going to play him out of position. I like him playing in just in behind the striker. But having said that, that's where Windas is playing. So unless you go to a box midfield, I struggle to see how Broadhead's fitting in. But you've paid £7.5 million for him. So Parky must have an idea of what he wants to do and where he wants to play him. Otherwise, why spend £7.5 million? I think, if I'm honest, Chris, I think it's a wait and see, because I'm not sure. Parky has flirted with a box midfield in the pre-season tour, and he's gone a little safer with like a double pivot in midfield, and so he hasn't gone with a box midfield as yet. Will that change? I don't know, because he sort of teased it in pre-season but then hasn't used it. So I don't know. It is something we're going to talk a bit more about on Monday. It's in the works to talk about that, but I don't know. It's an awkward one, isn't it?
Chaz has put, I want to write
bloody hell, Chaz, give everyone else a chance.
Oh, there's more. I want to write a chant for Kabore. Is that how you say it? Am I saying it?
Kabore.
Oh, he's put Kabore. That's where you've just put me off there. Kabore to the tune of That's Amore.
Yeah, that's Kabore. Yeah.
That's Kabore. Oh, yeah, I don't know the song. TES, wonder where Broadhead fits in. Obviously, just talked about that. Hardy went from starting to not even on the bench, but he's talented, so a good problem to have. Exactly. Steve Barton, when the cross is perfect and the ball hits the net, that's Kabore. There you go, Chaz. Steve Barton has just written your chant for you.
When the cross is perfect and the ball hits the net, that's Kabore.
Oh my God!
Yes, Steve.
Steve, you are the man. You are a legend.
Yes.
Anyway, hello, man. There is someone talking about Wrexham in my house.
Oh.
Could that be our son?
Who's that?
I don't know. That's really scary. Karen said, when the cross is perfect. Oh, Karen's singing it now. She's writing the lyrics down. It is on.
It's on.
It's on.
It's on like
Shaz
Donkey Kong. Let's go.
Is answering to my £1 million question. 1 million. I totally agree that it would be great for me to be able to give it to you. Not going to happen, though. And we can all agree on that. Yes, that's fine. We still love you, Chaz. Justin, Kabore and Kakache will definitely... will be deadly. Wrexham will sink or swim on our wing backs in this season.
Yeah, agree.
Delegator, the attack started clicking once we got off over the fixation on balls into Moore. He's great. He's a great option, but we just saw that a more diverse attack is better. Yeah, absolutely.
It is. Do you know what our problem is? Because we've had these big strikers. We brought Kiefer Moore in. We've had sort of Ollie Palmer in the past, and we do like lumping big balls up to a striker, let him hold it up and bring people into play. Something else we have been accused of in the past is getting it out wide and just lobbing balls into the box because we've got a big striker up there. And you do start to worry, is that going to be the trend this season? Because although it's worked in some occasions, it's not always the ideal way to go. Today it was going out wide, but it just felt a bit more controlled and a bit more, we're not just getting it out to someone to put it in the box because we've got a big striker there. It felt a bit more sort of sexy, I feel.
We haven't had sexy football for a while, so it's nice to see. Oh, you've just completely thrown me there. Rick O'Brien's put, looking forward to Tuesday's game. What's both of your thoughts? It's a cup game, so couldn't care less.
Couldn't care less. No.
Only joking. I don't think they're going to be playing the same starting 11 that... Parky's not going to be playing the starting 11 that he's played today because he'll want them rested for Derby, I feel.
I'm going to call it now. 11 changes. 11 changes straight away.
Callum Burton in goal.
Callum Burton in goal.
Or even Egan.
No, Callum Burton in goal.
No.
Yeah, I think we'll do well. I think we'll win. I don't think it's going to be as comfortable as we think, but yeah, I think we'll win. I'm looking forward to the game. So we'll have to.
You're working, mate. So sorry about that. Hello, man. Again, I didn't notice that I was on my other account. Definitely our son downstairs. Yeah. Chris Rouse, the Wrexham Roundup. No need to say what I would do with $1 million. What would you do with $1 million, Chris?
Let's not.
Maybe don't comment on here.
Let's not let Chris answer that on this.
Message and let us know what you do with $1 million. I'm actually intrigued. I'm guessing you
don't comment
move to
on
Wrexham.
This. Some of the conversations me and Chris have been involved in. Chris, absolutely do not comment. To say what you would do with £1 million, I can guess half of it. I reckon.
Yeah, I don't have that many conversations, them sort of conversations with Chris, because I think he's got a bit more respect for me than that. But anyway, Brunt did TES. I thought Brunt did very well when he came on. Justin, who would you pick man of the match, Windas or Kabore?
Windas.
Oh, yeah, it's difficult, that one, because obviously Windas 2 goals, Kabore 2 assists, so it's really difficult. But I think because I don't know, that is really tough. I'm going to go with Josh Windas because I think we've missed Josh Windas.
I thought he was very good, Windas, and as good as I thought Kabore was, for me, I would give it to Windas.
Sorry, I would give it to Windas too. Very, very close second. Same as you, Karen. I would say Kabore. Johnny said Max and Dobbo were solid, and during the match their names were mentioned much less by the I Follow crew. Do you know what? I was thinking exactly the same thing. I was thinking in my head, do you know what? I've heard Cleworth's name being mentioned a couple of times, and Dobbo obviously got a yellow card, so he got mentioned. I think it says a lot for the step up in the offensive charge. They deserve praise too. Frankie, just wanted to tip my hat to Ryan. You always had us prepared over the years to know how hard it'll be to see players that we love leave the club, but there are some cracking players brought in. Do you know what? He's had to cancel me. Cancel me through many a player leaving because I'm
it's just football, and you have to grow a thick skin to it, and it's not always easy. But look at the great players that you get coming in, replacing them. You know, we're a fickle bunch, football fans, and we just literally go, oh no, I don't know how I'm going to cope without him, and a couple of weeks later, you're like, move on.
Yeah, that's probably just more of a men mentality. Hello, man, again. Do you think that one player should get a TOTW in TOTW2? What the hell is that?
So that is a FC26.
That's an Alfie question.
Yeah, that is 100%. And basically TOTW is a team of the week.
Oh, and he's put underneath in FC26.
Yeah. So it'd be interesting to see, wouldn't it? I'd be quite interested to see if somebody gets a team of the week in FC26. We'll wait and see.
Maybe Alfie could come on the show on when we record and give us his opinion on who should be in the team of the week.
What happened?
Steve said man of the match, Flatch? Who's Flatch? Anyway, TES, what do you think of Hyams? Oh my God. Really got to think about before I say that word. Performance. It was good. I don't know.
I thought he was good.
I do, but you didn't hear much
No,
of him being mentioned again, like Cleworth and Dobbo.
That's
so
what
I don't
you want,
know.
though, innit? That's what you want. And
I
think from what I've seen this season, I think, if we go Hyam versus Cody, I think I'd rather Hyam in there. So, yeah, we'll just wait and see. I think what today does, it's made the game on Saturday against Derby huge. Because it's one of them moments. So Derby are currently 21st, so they are sort of one place just above the bottom three. We're currently 15th. They are 2 points behind us. That's how tight we are because we're so early in the season. So they beat us on Saturday. They go above us. We beat them and we kick on again, and we keep going. There's teams. Charlton won again today. They beat Sheffield United, who are in a world of trouble at the moment. Bottom, 0 points. I think they've only scored 1 goal all season. Charlton the 12th, so they're doing really well. Birmingham are currently 8th, so we're currently the lowest ranked promoted team from last season. So
but it's only the 6th game.
I know it is, but it'd be nice to put that right sooner rather than later, and sort of push on with that. So.
Okay, before we end, we've got a couple more comments. Rerun. I thought it would take a few more weeks for Wrexham to play this well. After last week, like I said, after last week's debacle, anything would be better. To be fair,
yeah, I'd say so. Yeah,
even than playing on their head would have been better. Hello, Matt. Alfie has said I'm not coming on.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. He won't be coming on.
I don't think anyone was that bothered.
Oh, well, okay.
Well, here's a tip for you.
Sorry.
Stop reading the comments. We're all waiting to hear the comments.
Well, the anticipation. Chaz has put, love you all. Have a great rest of your day. Ivani Idre.
He's got that tattooed on him.
What does it mean?
Up the town.
I'm so bad. I should know that. I can't believe an American knows that. I'm Welsh and I don't. That is really bad.
Not only does an American know that, he's got it tattooed on him, and you haven't got a clue what it is.
I'm not getting it tattooed on me.
No.
I love Wrexham, but anyway. Steve Barton, thank you so much for your chat. Super chat. I don't know what to call it. And he's put, flatch is short for flatulence.
Right.
Which is a euphemism for Windas.
Okay.
I like that.
I like it.
Oh, and Karen's put Flatch's code for Windas. Okay. Yeah. Delegator, it is going to take some getting used to that the form we have shown so far will be enough for safety. It just shows how spoilt we have been. Chris has put, Sean, be brave and read it out loud. But I don't know what, you haven't put anything. And then Karen's put, love your input, Steve Barton. You haven't put anything. I'm not going to read it because you are... Yeah, you haven't put anything.
No, I think
unless he's typing it now.
Yeah.
Well, we'll talk for a few more seconds. Oh, Rick O'Brien, will Wrexham be in the mix if EFL allows more teams to qualify for the playoffs?
It's weird.
Is that going to happen?
I think maybe it'll happen. I think they're quite big fans of that happening. So for anyone who doesn't know, they're thinking about changing to a similar model to the National League, where the top two go up, then third and fourth are automatically in the semi-finals at home, and then 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th play a 1-game eliminator, and then the winners of that go on to play 3rd and 4th. So yeah, instead of down to 6th in the playoffs, it will be down to 8th in the playoffs. Do you think? Look, it's so hard to judge Wrexham at the moment because, you know, if you look at the fan base, we've been climbing the walls and calling for, do we need another manager? Oh, the goalkeeper's not good enough to... Now we're winning 3-2 away at Norwich and everything's rosy in the garden. And so it's one of them where you don't it's so hard to know how the season's going to pan out. I'd suggest ask me that question in another 10 games, and I think I'll have a better idea of where we are. But look, guys, thank you.
Final message from Alfie. It looks like a dog in popcorn, and he's holding a red card and a pink glove. Thanks, Alfie.
Cheers, mate. Thanks for that. Yeah, thanks for the support. Look,
well, you can super chat. You've got money in your account.
Yeah.
Stick some money on our on your super chat, and we'll talk about that Apple Watch that you want for Christmas.
Yeah, look, guys, thank you for supporting us, coming on, chatting with us. Really enjoy doing these. This is going to be the norm from now on. So whenever we are not at an away game, we will come in the studio and we will do this. Pre-game will be an hour before kickoff, and the final whistle will literally be straight after the end of the game. So please join us in the future for all of these. For any home games or any away games that we are at, we will obviously do it live from outside whatever ground.
And you won't hear a peep out of me. Just once, Johnny Boy said, by the way, you two sound much better after a win, almost like the audio has more power.
I know, it's weird, isn't it?
I think it sounds better because we're using these mics rather than phone audio.
Yeah.
So that might be why. But yeah, it does have an effect.
Yeah.
When you.
But 3 points definitely has an effect on you. It certainly does. I feel more upbeat. I'm ready for a little bit of food and a few more drinks, I think.
I need a nap.
Okay, you crack on with that. Look, thanks for joining us, guys. Don't forget, Monday, 6 p.m. That's when the podcast comes out. We had quite a poor week. Do you think that's got something to do with the team playing poorly?
Do you know, it's very interesting to look at our analytics after a Wrexham loss and after a Wrexham win.
Such a fickle bunch, you lot, I tell you.
we do get the the OGs who like listen to us through thick and thin, but there are some people who slide away because they don't want to hear about Wrexham when we're doing badly. No. But Sarah's just commenting saying, "Love this. We love you, Sarah." I'm not sure whether you're saying love this that's happening now or whether you just love the fact that Wrexham have won.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, we love you.
Yeah. Look, I'm gonna head off now, and so is Shan as well, because I'm
just gonna stay here and talk.
The Man United Chelsea game's on, and Chelsea have had a man sent off in the first 5 minutes of the look. So I'm missing it all. It's all going on. So thanks for joining us, guys. As I say, Monday 6 p.m. Join us then. Maybe the next time we do one of these, I will work out a really smooth, fluid way to end the video that doesn't involve me creeping ever slowly to the camera.
Well, you don't have to do it like a creep.
How do I do it then?
I don't know, but you don't.
I'm just creeping ever so slowly, and then I move my mouth from the mic, and then I come really
bye,
slow, and I say bye bye, bye bye everyone, bye bye.